we don't need 1,000 companies making cameras that are going to go all over my house so that no matter where I am, I can look on my phone. If someone's kidnapping my child when I'm going
Yeah.
grocery shopping, is someone kidnapping my child? When I go to work, is someone kidnapping my child? What the hell kind of life is that? What is that? And now you have companies and their stock value is going so high because they made a better camera that can be in your house to tell you if someone's kidnapping your child. What? It's insane. It's insane. We don't need
Hmm.
all of that kind of technology and all that kind of thing. So, in short, start with the relationships between people. From that, we determine what are our needs.
What's economy at the end of the day? It's what you talked about. It's the relationship between people. Economics is the reflection of human relations. It's about what we each give to and receive from each other, from society. That's economics. So capitalism came into the world as a new concept that said, let's just all freely compete with each other, but everyone aiming to get the best they can. And while we're doing that, we'll also be doing good to other people. You know, I'll try to make a lot of money, and I'll have to do it by serving someone, by creating some benefit, some value for someone. So I'll just do that. And for a while, this worked. It worked until you started to have these winners that, because they got so great at the game, at the end of the day, there's no more competition because you have all these monopolies and all these, like, you know, huge corporations and huge players that essentially it's game over. That's basically what happens. And so you end up with a situation where it can't work long term. You just can't, you know, you put people in an island and you let them compete. At some point, some people will have more power over the others. And when that happens, you're gonna have dissatisfaction on the other side. Now, how disproportionate is this situation between the powerful and the powerless will determine the stability of the system. And we're coming to a point where we need to consider a new concept for stability, not because, you know, ideologically there's a problem, because, you know, this is, it's not ethical, just because it's not going to be sustainable.
It worked up until like all of our animal needs were met. Like it helped us
Mm,
develop. Okay, now everyone has a home. Okay, now we have running water, everybody. Okay, good. And now we're all connected. We all have something in our house where we can see what's going on in the world, and everyone has a refrigerator. Okay, like we got to, and then it gets to a point where it's just about counting zeros.
we need to come up with a whole new concept of human society. It's not about going more socialist or going more capitalist or democratic socialism, or you know, we need to reinvent what is the purpose of the human. What are we living for? You know, are we living for just, you know, working 80% of our lives in order to consume most of the time and take pride in our you know, material status symbols? That's where I think the scrutiny of the animal versus the human comes into play, which you were, you know, focusing on. That's where I think if we discover where we are different from our bodies, what does the human in us actually want, actually needs, then we can come up with a whole different kind of concept for human life on this planet. You know, that when we start discovering that, when we start to elevate our minds and our hearts to aspire to things beyond matter, then we can start seeing what actually do we need in order to provide for ourselves, and is there an easier way to accomplish this instead of just working 80% of our lives?